What is good, YouTube? What is good? Welcome into another show, LastWord Productions, man. I'm your host, Tavares Wilson. And as you all know, guys, I always get the last word. So, we got a lot to talk about, got a lot to get into, playoffs here. But before we get into any of that, if you're tuning in right now to the pod, please be sure to hit like, subscribe on the YouTube channel, man. Hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we do go live. As well as the fact that remember you can follow me on all platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram as well. As such, Last Word Productions and handle all across. So without further ado, as we all know, my boy Breeze here once again with me. How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Chilling. A lot of good stuff to talk about in sports, man.
For sure, for sure. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get some of the basketball out the way, man. As we all know, last night, Trey Young was moved from the Hawks to Washington. And in exchange, the Wizards did send CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. So, with that being said, Breeze, what are your thoughts on the move for Trey Young and the Wizards?
Uh, I can finally say, like, for the first time in a while, the Wizards made a good move. I don't know if you remember. I think this was 2 years ago. When the Spurs bought in Chris Paul. People like, yo, why are they signing Chris Paul? But if you look at what the Wizards got going on, what they've been doing as a recent, they just been drafting players, just drafting. They haven't even been drafting for fit. They just been drafting like, good prospect, good prospect, good prospects. Like as far as guards go, they got Bub Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly. They got a bunch of good guards, but their main piece right now is the center, Alex Sarr. They drafted him #1 overall a couple years back. And he can ball. A very good two-way player, three ball, modern day center. Can
Yeah.
shoot the three, rebound, great rim protector. But he doesn't have that floor general to get him in spots to get the
Mm.
ball. So he struggles a lot because it's like he's playing on a team full of it's just wild basketball being played. So I think what they're trying to do is follow what the Spurs did. Bringing in Chris Paul in that year that they brought in Chris Paul for Wemby like completely like unlocked all his potential. You saw like he learned the game more. He learned where to be in different spots, rolling to the rim, simple basketball execution plays like pick and rolls, pick and pops, and everything. And Chris Paul is getting him the ball where he needs to get it. I really think that this move is greatly going to benefit what the Wizards are trying to become. It seems like they're shipping out all the old players. CJ isn't old by regular people's stances, but in the basketball term, he's been in the league maybe about 10, 11 years now, if I'm not mistaken. So he's
Yeah.
pretty much a seasoned vet. So you bring in Trey Young, he can bring in structure, teacher, you're younger. He can be a mentor, and he's going to get the most out of Alex Sarr. And I think the Wizards are going to be bad enough to contend for that top seed this year. And if they bring in AJ DeBanster from BYU, a wing, I'm not saying they're going to be, Oklahoma City Thunder next year, but you can see them trending in a positive direction versus just being stuck or like going nowhere as how they were in their years past. So I think it's a good trade. On the Atlanta side, I see they're going all in on what's this guy's name? I forgot.
Just
Jalen Johnson. Yeah, they're going all in on him.
Jalen
They
Johnson.
signed him to that 4-year, I think $160 million extension. So you ship out Trey Young, who was another ball handler, but for somebody getting that amount of money, you want the ball in Jalen Johnson's hand. He's a walking triple double, great playmaker, great rebounder, great scorer, and they got shooters around him. They got Kristaps Porzingis, they got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, they got Luke Kennard, Krejci Virtus. They got a bunch of shooters over there. So CJ McCollum will bring a slasher and a shooter as far as mid-range perspective to free up Jalen Johnson a little more. So I think it was good on both sides, man. I think both parties benefited from it. I don't see a lose in the trade. I do see a good chance of growth for the Wizards, and I also see them buying in completely on Jalen Johnson and what they have. So I like the trade. It was a really good trade, honestly.
Right. The From the perspective of the Wizards, I think it was a good move because at the end of the day, you got a good player in Trey Young who's at his best a top 15 to 25 player in this league at worst. So you got a guy that's one of the better facilitators in the league. He's one of the better scorers in the league. The only thing is, from Trey Young's perspective, is I know he said he wanted to play for a contender. This is the closest thing from it, like to be completely frank. And the reports were saying that he denied the trade destinations of the Nets and the Timberwolves, which if he really wanted to play for a contender, I don't understand why he did not want to go to Minnesota when you have Anthony Edwards there. You pair that with you and him, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert could potentially be a defensive player of the year this season if Victor Wembanyama doesn't meet the 65 minimum game criteria for the award. So it's you have a situation with the Wolves where they're in a position to compete now. So I don't know. From that perspective, it doesn't make sense. But the Wizards, I do agree with you. This is a move you make to be a building piece for the next 3 to 5 years minimum. And they do have young pieces around them. They do have guys who can get better. We'll see how much better they can get. So that's a wait and see process. But in terms of the Hawks themselves, I mean, it doesn't really move the needle for me. I mean, CJ McCollum, solid player, but is he going to come in and he's going to make the difference between you being a one and done team in the playoffs? I don't think so. So I just think at this point, this was a move that the Hawks made, in my opinion, to just part ways with a player that's done them some good for the last couple of years. I think they did this to not make it ugly. They didn't want a situation where it had to become like a DeMar DeRozan or like another catastrophic kind of trade like Zach LaVine with the T Wolves, like or even Zach LaVine with the Bulls of recently. Like you don't want a guy becoming unhappy and it gets out in the media. His body language and demeanor on the court is clearly off. He doesn't want to be there. So I think they nutted they had you feel me nipped it in the bud before it even got to a point where it was like irredeemable and they was forced to play him or play their hand, I should say, excuse me, to move him. And that way teams got leverage on you. Like, you pretty much will get nothing for him now. So I think from that perspective, the Hawks did right because they got what they can. But I just don't understand the move from Trey Young's perspective because from all reports, he was involved in the trade talks. He was involved in where he wanted to go, and he chooses to go to Washington. I mean, unless he knows something I don't know. I mean, I guess, bro, but I just don't see how you say you want to compete and then you go to literally a team that's been the worst team in the league the past 4 years. I mean, I just don't understand. But he made his decision.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, we'll see where it goes, man. Maybe he's looking maybe ahead, maybe 2-3 years, because like I said, man, they do suck. They are going to be in contention for a good pick. So maybe I don't think they pick Cam Boozer because Alex Sarr is kind of a back to the basket kind of player like Cam Boozer, but AJ DeBansler, a wing, I think what they have there, what they can build is enticing, but from what we've seen in the past, is the Wizards. So
Yeah,
I don't know, man. In theory, it sounds good. It's all about executing.
for sure. But we're gonna see how it pan out for him. Anything else you want to add before we move on?
Nah, bro. I think we pretty much hit everything on the head.
All right, for sure. So let's discuss. Let's get into football, man. It's NFL playoffs, man. We talking win or go home now. This is it. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get into before we get into the NFL playoffs, let's talk about the coaches. I got a little ahead of myself. Let's talk about the coaches and the vacancies that are currently open right now in terms of not only just the teams, but in terms of what's the best situation that we think is available currently.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 8 vacancies right now. You have the Baltimore Ravens, you have the Arizona Cardinals, the Miami Dolphins of recently. We also have, if I'm not mistaken, the Raiders, of course, the Giants, of course, and we have 3 more teams.
The Titans,
Titans, yeah,
the Browns.
Browns for sure. Because Stefanski, I mean, he pretty much played himself out of that job, which was crazy to me. But there's one more team that I'm missing. I can't remember right now. I said the Raiders, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Falcons. That's who it is. Falcons.
Mhm.
So we have those vacancies right now. My question to you, Breeze, before we get into who made the right choice and who made the wrong choice, whatever. Who do you think outside of the Ravens? Because I think everyone would say the Ravens because Lamar, most perfect quarterback, whatever.
Mhm.
But if you think it is another situation that's more desirable than that, then who do you think is the most desirable situation there is right now?
Me personally, and it hurts me to say it. Well, it doesn't hurt me to say it. I just don't want to say it. The Titans, honestly.
Mm,
I'm looking at I'm looking at Cam Ward. He was working with literally nothing. I wouldn't say nothing because of personnel. I would say nothing because of production. Because everyone on that team is young on the offensive side of the ball, so it's a lot of growing to do. But Cam Ward quietly put up a very solid rookie season, given with what he was working with. The offensive line over there is horrendous. But I don't know if you remember when we were talking out of Stanford, Alec Alameda, the receiver.
mm.
I didn't even know they drafted him until like the first preseason game. He's been pretty good for them. DK as a rookie has racked up the most all-purpose yards in the NFL. Like he led the league in all-purpose yards, because he's a returner, he's a receiver and everything. Cam Ward is solid. Tony Pollard is solid. They got a couple defensive pieces that I think are pretty solid as well. But if I'm not mistaken, they have the most cap space in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
So you got a young quarterback. You got some nice young pieces that you can move around with and fumble around with because DK and Alec Alameda, they're all solid. Like they're all solid weapons. So if you're coming in with the mindset of okay, I'm going to use these guys as I'm going to use them as like different type of variations when it comes to my offensive scheme and everything, you got something going there. The expectations there aren't Super Bowl or bust because like I said, it's the Titans. So you're coming in, you're starting and you're rebuilding your culture and everything, and you got as much cap space as needed. Um and I do think the Titans are going to be in the mix for a high draft pick as well. So you got the most cap space. You're going to have a high
They
draft pick. You got your
fourth overall.
quarterback. You say it again?
They got the fourth overall pick.
Yeah. So you got a high draft pick. You got your quarterback. You got some solid weapons. You can bring your staff in because I'm pretty sure they're ready to clean house because the Titans have been a wreck for the past couple of years, but they have something there. The reason I wouldn't say the Ravens is because right now I think whoever goes to the Ravens, soon as you get there, the expectation because Lamar is that great is you need to get us over the hump. We need to see a Super Bowl. We need to see it. I don't think there's going to be any room for a coach to come in and grow, honestly, with the Ravens. I could be wrong, but just looking in, when you have somebody that's already cemented, like somewhat of, or not even somewhat cemented, an all-time legacy. Because even if Lamar doesn't win a Super Bowl, he's still going to be considered an all-time great quarterback,
Yeah,
honestly.
he's a Hall of Famer.
So you got Derrick Henry on his, I'm not saying his last legs, but how many more years do we say we have this performance from Derrick Henry? I say maybe 1 to 2, honestly, because his style of run. He's a very physical runner. Um, you got Lamar Jackson, who, for what it's worth, people say he's hell bent on staying in Baltimore, but you know how quarterbacks are, bro. If it comes down to it, they're not happy. Just they can flip on a switch, bro. So you're coming in to be the savior, and if you're not, it's only a certain amount of coaches that can really come in and be a savior to a situation like that. I would say like the caliber of of Rabel, um, a what's the Rams coach name? I keep McVay.
Mhm.
Like just a young coach coming in. I don't think a young coach is coming in and completely adapting to that culture and leading them to the Super Bowl. So if you're starting fresh as a young coach, I would definitely say the Titans. But if you're like a seasoned head coach, like a Brian Flores or something, I would definitely say the Ravens then. But for a conversation worth, I say it's definitely the Titans.
Okay, I can see the argument for them. I can see that. For me personally, I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders, man. I think that's the most desirable situation, and the reason is being is because for one, you have the first overall pick. I mean, you could literally go a multitude of ways. You can take Mendoza, which many people believe they will do, or you can trade back and literally just get a boatload of picks and build up for the next year, 2 years, and just simply build this team and into a whole new identity. Like they have a lot of missing pieces right now in terms of positions that need to be filled with actual legitimate talents, but they have young talent as well. I think they got as Ashley Genty, of course. They have two really good young receivers in my opinion, Tucker and the dude I forgot his name, man. They just drafted him. It's not Tucker, but it's the other dude, tall with the dreads. I forgot his name.
I know you're talking about.
But they got two solid good receivers in my opinion, young receivers. They got a monster at tight end in Brock Bowers, as we all know, who just was hurt this year. And their defense is young, but it's somewhat steady. They just have an offense that can't pretty much put up anything for them. And you got Max Crosby, who is rumored to be available, but you have a guy, Max Crosby, who is one of the best edge rushers in the league. And if you could trade him and get something out of him, which you more than likely will, then that's just more picks and more young talent you can bring into the building. So, in my opinion, there's so many moving pieces and so many avenues the Raiders can go. I think if you bring in the correct GM, I think a coach will have a situation where he can actually grow and develop a team within the next 2, maybe 3 years, and they can actually compete. So I think from that perspective, you have more free range and room to grow and roam. So I think that's why the Raiders, in my opinion, is a little more desirable. But in terms of just if you like how you was just alluding to, if you have a team that you pretty much are set with, that you have a coach who could come in and from day one, like if it was like a Jim Harbaugh situation, like how they went and got with the Chargers. Yeah, I mean, I'm the Ravens 1,000% because you pretty much know what your team is. It's just about adding that new fundamental scheme and sound culture to bring in a different environment to bring in hopefully a different result. But like how you said, like most times you're not going to get that. That's not just on the street. So in terms of a young coach, I think the best destination would be Las Vegas because it's just so many ways you can move about the problems. You could take a quarterback, you can pair that with your young running back, your young tight end. All of them will literally be in under 25 years old. So you got a good future in terms of your skill positions. Then you can just build up from the trenches from there. You got high draft picks. You got multiple ways to get other draft picks, whether it's trading Max Crosby or whether it's trading any other veteran on the team. So I just think it's more ways to go about it with the Raiders. So I'm gonna say them for the best situation to me.
So like, do you think? Because honestly, Mendoza can ball. Don't get me wrong, but I don't look at Fernando Mendoza as the savior of my franchise.
No, the thing is, but that's why I said what I said about them trading back possibly because I don't think he could be that either. I think he could play. I think he's good, but he he's not transcending any talent around him. I don't think he's that. I
Solid.
think the better version of what we I think he's a better version of what we see right now from
What?
someone like
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Yeah, like Matt Jones. I was gonna say Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy got a lot better in my opinion. So I think he's in that same sphere, like in terms of touch, capability, playmaking. I think he has the capability, but I don't think. Well, you know what? I would say Brock Purdy because I don't think Brock Purdy is essentially going to ascend a team from bad to a contender. I don't think he's that, but I do think he's good enough to make a team good enough if the talent is decent around him. So
So, like we were talking about earlier, like a Jalen Hurts situation.
yeah, I mean similar, but the thing is, I think he's a better pure passer than what Jalen Hurts is. I think Brock Purdy is a good passer. It's just I think Mendoza is a tier a little bit under that because when you look at these dudes play, Indiana play, man, I mean, their offensive line is fantastic. Like, there's no pressure at all on him when he plays, gang. Like, he's sitting in the pocket for at least 4 seconds. So it's like he goes to the Raiders, he's not getting that. It's just that plain simple. So I just don't know what he's going to look like once time runs out a half a second quicker. So, well, not half a second, 2 seconds quicker. But we're gonna see. What's up, Mike? What's up,
What's
bro?
good, man? What's good? My bad, fellas. I got caught up watching the game, man.
Oh no, you good. So we over here just talking about the most desirable situations in terms of the vacant coaching jobs and stuff like that. Who
Uh huh.
like if you don't know the situations, we got the
Oh yeah, I
Ravens
know them all. We got what, 8 or 9, right?
is 8. Yeah. We were just saying which situation that you believe is the most desirable. Because I pretty much think the Ravens is pretty much the obvious answer. So I excluded them. I was saying like in terms of the other situations.
The Giants, easily.
Okay.
Your defense already set. You already got offensive weapons. Malik Neighbors will be coming back. You already got your quarterback. You got your starting backfield all together. Uh, you only really all you need is another corner and probably another receiver to take the pressure off Malik. So like taking somebody like a Cardinal Tate, or if you want to trade it back and acquire more picks, because every year somebody reaches for a quarterback. So if you want to trade back and pick up another first, that's cool too. But like I would say the Giants, that team's ready to go. You just need 1 or 2 pieces to be contenders, to be honest, and the right coach to keep the quarterback from hurting, keep him from hurting himself for one, and just to kind of steer the ship in the right direction.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can see that. The thing with the Giants, the reason why I didn't say them was because their cap situation isn't nearly as good as these other teams. Like I know Tennessee's sitting at 105. I think the Raiders sitting at 98 or it was 89 or something.
Yeah. But I just look at like what do like I said, you need 1 or 2 pieces. You can draft everything you need. Like you don't even need to go spend money in free agency. They don't need to go spend money on any positions in free agency. Realistically speaking, if you look at that roster top to bottom, everything you need you can draft. And if we hit on them draft picks, there's a day one starters and you're good to go. Like you're ready to go now. Cap space or not. Like you don't need the cap space. The other teams with cap space aren't desirable destinations. Nobody wants to go play in Vegas. Damn sure nobody want to go play in Nashville. So even though they have the most cap space, they're not desirable destinations. I personally wouldn't be taking my ass to Nashville unless they offer me a guaranteed, somewhat guaranteed money that damn near my whole contract guaranteed. Especially as a skill position player or a player who maybe is ascending and it's your first chance to really get your bag. You don't want like Legarius Sneed, a perfect example. He was on the ascend, balling, balling in KC, won his championships, decided to go get paid. They couldn't pay him. Went to Tennessee, we ain't heard from Bruce since. Like, so I also don't want to risk my career in that regard either. So even though the cap situation may not be the best, it's more favorable. And with the players that they have on their defense, they can come up off of Dexter Lawrence in a trade or come up off of Kayvon Thibodeau in a trade and acquire even more draft compensation to add depth and kind of get some of their cap out their book. So I just think they're the best ready-made team to go with the most assets that you could potentially trade and get rid of something to pick up more draft picks later on a day one, late day one, well day two really because we don't get a first, but a day two pick maybe like a second or third or something like that to complement what you already built.
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying, bro. I get it. That's is the thing with the Giants, man. It's like for me, it's a lot of money on the books already. So it's gonna be a lot of pieces that you're gonna have to make some big calls on in the first from the first time. You pretty much answer like certain well, not answer, but you have to answer certain questions, I should say, because you have players who are going to come up on money time deals, like how you just brought up with Kayvon Thibodeau, or how some people view whether they should pay Wandale Robinson because after the year he just had, what they should do with Jalen Hyatt, how they should approach the Darius Slane situation, or is Tracy, Tyron Tracy someone they should continue with? Devil Singletary should they continue with once Cam get back? And it's not difficult things, but the thing is, these other teams like the Titans and the Raiders, you can clean sweep the entire team and no one's going to bat an eye at it because at the end of the day, they know they have problems that just pretty much ain't going to fix themselves. The Giants have young talent, so there's going to be a certain expectation that's going to have to be met within a couple maybe a couple months, not even a year or two, because like how you said, they spent big money in the offseason on a lot of big pieces. They went out and got Brian Burns with these picks. They went and took Abdul Carter with this high draft pick. You got Dexter Lawrence, who many people believe at one point was the best interior defensive lineman in the league. You got a front seven that's good. You got a secondary that's halfway decent. You know, you went out and gave big money to guys like Paulson Debo, Javon Holland. You know, these are dudes who you pay top dollar for to bring into New York. So now you bring a coach into that, it's going to be a certain expectation that's going to have to be met. And that's, you know, taking a team that just won, what, 3 games, I believe, to potentially above 500 or even to the playoffs, depending on what they're expecting or what they bring in. So my thing is, with the Raiders, or even with Tennessee to an extent, but more so the Raiders, people know that this is not a good situation. You're going to have to take time to actually build it up. I don't think the coach who goes into the Giants had that same luxury. That's at least that's what I believe.
It just depends. I think it depends on the coach. Like if you get a Harbaugh or you get a Flores, I
Now,
think that.
if they get a dude that's been coaching for 15 plus years, then okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think you go young OC here. Like I think that shit is played out and that theory has been proven recently to not work. Like it can't always be the next up and coming young offensive coordinator that gets the head coaching job. That shit gotta stop. And
Yeah,
so I think you go vet. One,
especially
because
for
your
the
defense,
Giants.
yeah, like you go veteran because your defense is full of veteran players. Like you got young offensive players, but you go veteran head coach who's a defensive minded coach who can pull in a veteran OC probably, or pull in like a Mike McDaniel probably on that staff. Like I'm not going offensive mind here. I'm not, because you had that already with Dayball and the shit didn't work. So you got to get the most. You got to maximize all the money you spent on that defense for one, while also protecting your quarterback. And the more turnovers you force, the more three and outs, the more interceptions, forced fumbles, the shorter fields you get Jackson Dart, the less likely he is to be taking them type of hits. And you can work on him with that throughout the whole offseason. So like I think you go Harbaugh, Flores, maybe
Well, I mean, Harbaugh not really a defensive guy though. He's a special team dude.
I mean, I'm just saying as far as a veteran coach goes, not necessarily that he's necessarily super defensive minded, but he's been coaching NFL football for 2 decades. Like he knows what the hell he's doing. His time was up in Baltimore, and that happens. Like sometimes you just need a new voice, a new chapter, new everything. You need to turn the shit over. The same thing Pittsburgh needed with Tomlin. Like it's not that he's not a good coach. Just need a different voice sometimes. Like the shit is kind of like he's burnt the candle at both ends. The message is the same. You've been hearing the same shit for 18 years. You just kind of tired of hearing that shit. You want something different. There's nothing wrong with that. So like they just need a different voice. I personally would go Flores first, but if I'm Flores also, I probably wouldn't take that job because y'all played in my fucking face the last time. And sending text messages out to niggas congratulating motherfuckers before I even did the interview. So I wouldn't even be fucking with the Giants if I'm Brian Flores, to be honest with you. So that's just me.
Hey T, I think Dalton trying to join. He said you got to add him.
Dog, oh, you talking about? I'm not adding that, man.
Hey, this is a racially diverse podcast, man.
Nah, it's not. It's not that,
I
bro.
know, I'm
Man,
just playing, bro. I'm just playing.
nah, I'm about to say it's not even that, man.
I know.
That
I
man
know.
tried me for how long? Nah, we not.
Hey man, he said it's 2026, brother. You know?
Bro, done.
He said get over it, man.
He
I
said
mean,
two are
I'm not
gone,
holding.
y'all could be friends now.
I ain't holding on nothing, but I don't think we gonna be cool now.
He
Like,
said two are gone, y'all could be friends now, man.
nah, maybe if he actually feeling like he can apologize, then okay, maybe think about it. But hell no. No disrespect to him, but nah, bro, you're not gonna sit there and disrespect me and play in my face like I'm not a grown man just like you, and then think we gonna chop it up about sports. Nah, gang, we don't talk.
Oh my lord, dog,
All right,
dog.
next topic. Great,
That
great
was
talk, guys.
hilarious, man.
Hey, great talk,
But
guys.
let me get back. Let me get back to it, man. So listen, man, let's discuss the playoffs, man. We got the playoffs right around the corner. We got some matchups coming up right now. So what first thing we're gonna do, man, we're gonna go through and discuss the matchups and who we think has the advantage and who we think will win. So I want to discuss the the Packers and the Bears game first. Hey, this is the divisional game, division rivals. There's going to be a lot on the line, I believe, for oh my God, boy, Matt LaFleur. So I want to ask y'all this, man. First things first, we're gonna go through the matchups. Who do y'all think have the matchup or the advantage when it comes to coaching?
Out of Matt LaFleur
And
and
Benny,
Ben Johnson, yeah.
I mean, it would have to be LaFleur just because he's been the head coach the longest in playoff games. Like, I mean, Ben
yeah.
Johnson's been in playoff games, but he wasn't the man in charge. Like, it wasn't all or nothing on his shoulders. So I would have. I don't like Matt. I think Ben Johnson's a better coach, but because of the experience, I would have to go LaFleur.
I mean, yeah, I'm agree with Mike. And what's Jordan Love's status?
He
He playing.
playing.
Is he 100% or he just playing?
He's
Just
Nah,
playing. We not. No, no, no. Don't start
but
that. He's
he
no.
not.
playing.
I'm asking because that's
Playing.
what my answer gonna be
Not,
based off of. Because
I'm not
He
gonna.
healthy.
I'm not
He
gonna
had
give.
enough time to sit out. He got his mind right. He good.
out of concussion protocol, how long
Yeah,
he was out?
he out
Like
of
2 weeks.
protocol. He's been cleared of concussion protocol.
He's been cleared or he's been.
He's been cleared and is playing. He's active. He's
He's been cleared.
starting the game.
He's
He's
been cleared.
fine.
He's been cleared to play.
I don't know, man. But hey,
He's fine.
LaFleur
He
from
playing.
a
He's fine,
strategic
bro.
stand. Oh no. LaFleur from a strategic standpoint, like Mike said, he's been there. He's been in these situations before. Will the moment be too big for Caleb Williams? I don't know. Without Micah Parsons, I expect the Bears to actually, make some noise. And that defense has been solid this year. But if it come down to scheming, I'm gonna go with LaFleur.
Okay. So the next major category on ask y'all, since we're talking about it, quarterback, who y'all think got the advantage?
Right now, it's looking like right now, it's looking like Caleb Williams right now, bro.
Mm.
Caleb is rolling right now. And I
Okay.
know I gotta apologize to Caleb because when questions were brought up about him, I said, hey, I thought you was just out there playing backyard football, which I still think you do sometimes, but you actually the game is slowing down for him. He looks more comfortable. He looked like he's making better decisions. He still have those reckless moments, which I expect from a quarterback of his, play style, because he reminds me of that Patrick Mahomes, Brett Favre type of play style that, hey, fuck it. Like,
Gunslinger.
yeah, we just gonna do some shit. Fuck it. Like
I'm like, look, he down there somewhere. Fuck it.
he remind, bro, he fits in that category, bro. So Jordan Love coming out of concussion protocol, I gotta see what he looked like, man, because I done had a concussion before, bro, and it took me like months to get over the full like effect of it. Like down the line, I was still like, randomly seeing stars or feeling woozy and shit like that. I know these athletes are superhumans, but I don't know. We got to see how Jordan Love look, man. I know it's levels to the concussion and shit, but I got to see how he look, bro.
Yeah, for sure. What you got, Mike?
I go Jordan Love for the same reason I'm gonna go. I went LaFleur, just the experience. He's been in enough playoff games that he knows what to expect. He's played the Bears enough at this point. He knows what it's like to play in Chicago at this time of year. Maybe not playoff, but December, late December, November time. So he should be, as the veteran in this situation, he should have the edge. He knows what to do. He should know how to quiet a crowd, keep everything level headed and in house. So, concussion protocol or not, he should be the better prepared quarterback in this situation. Caleb's never done it before, which might make him more dangerous. But as far as who has the edge, it should be the guy that's been there before.
Okay. So for me, man, I think the edge does go to Jordan Love. I simply just believe Jordan Love is the better quarterback. I mean, personally, but I think the concussion thing, I'm not gonna sit here and give him no excuses about. If you're on the field, you play, you're gonna be critiqued the same way. So it's like at the end of the day, he has to perform and he has to play well, in my opinion, because they're gonna need him to play well to win this game. I don't think the Packers defense is gonna be able to neutralize or get consistent stops on that Bears offense, in my opinion, especially with Luke the Burden coming back and Gordon. So they're gonna need stops. I mean, they're gonna need timely points, field goals. They're gonna need to score more often than not on each possession. So I believe Jordan Love has to be the better quarterback. But who y'all giving? Well, let me never ask that because I think that's clear.
Thank
So
you.
who y'all
Don't even,
think y'all
don't even
giving?
bullshit like that, man.
So who y'all giving the win to then?
uh, Out of
Take
Bears and
them.
Packers,
Yeah.
um, without Micah, man, I got to go Bears, man.
Hmm.
I think Micah was the thing that pushed Green Bay over the top of that division, bro. But even with Micah, Chicago just took that division by storm, bro. And like I said, that defense is rolling, man. Um, I got the Bears taking it, bro.
Okay.
You know,
Who
I'm
you
gonna
got?
show I'm gonna show love to the crib and take the Bears, man. The
Okay.
only time in life I'm gonna take their ass. Let's see if they let niggas down like always.
Pause, man. Pause.
All right. That's cool. I understand.
Hey, run my fade after the pod, man.
That's cool. I understand, man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Bears too, but don't feel confident about it. I am going to take them because I do think Green Bay's defense is at this point. I think that's just a liability at this point. I don't see them being able to get consistent stops. I don't.
Damn, liability?
Yeah, the secondary has not been good. The pass rush has not been good since Michael Parsons got hurt. I mean, Rashawn Gary looks lost out there, man. Like it's been bad.
He
So
been lost. That's why they
I
had to
got
get Mike in the
you.
first place.
I mean,
Came
he looked pretty
myself.
solid when Michael was there. Now he just looks.
Nigga, you look solid with Mike out there, man.
Man, I'm not listening. He looked solid when the man was out there, bro.
I mean, Dad, this Michael Parsons we talk about. We ain't talking about a bum or something. It's Michael Parsons.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, when he wasn't asked to be your best pass rusher, he looked somewhat decent. Now he just looks. He doesn't
Like he
look
looked
good.
before Micah got there. That's why they had to get Micah in the first place.
Yeah, he
That's what happened when
reminded you.
you a number two, brother.
When you were two masquerading as a one, it get like that for you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he's never been a dominant pass rusher by any means. He's been okay to solid sometimes, but he's just been lost out there. Gang, it's been bad for real. But yeah, I got the Bears, bro. I just don't see the Packers being able to get consistent stops. I just don't see it. But next game I want to get into.
Oh, real quick. But you know who do look good as a number one option?
Ooh.
Jalen Brown. But nah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
Since this, he couldn't wait to sneak that shit in.
I just
Hey,
had to throw that in there.
so
Go ahead, man.
I told y'all about how I feel.
Here you go. He better than Jason Tatum, huh?
I ain't never say he was better. I
All
said
Better
right.
not say that shit.
I didn't say he was better. I've just said I like Jalen Brown game a little more. Me personally.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, that's
For
fair.
sure. Like I always tell people, Jalen Brown has more Kobe in him than Tatum. And Tatum want to be Kobe.
But let's get off into the next matchup, man. I want to speak on, man. I want to speak on an interesting one, in my opinion. Is we got the Steelers going, well, hosting Houston, and for me personally, we're not gonna go through the coaches and quarterback situation. I want to talk more so about this game itself because this could very well be Aaron Rodgers' last game. So, what
It
do we
is.
expect from this outcome in terms of not only who wins, but what do you expect from the performance of the Steelers? Because I think if the Steelers loses, I think Tomlin might be out of a job as well. But
I don't think so, bro.
I I mean, he should be. I'm gonna tell you what. I think John Harbaugh getting fired is going to aid in the Steelers feeling more comfortable letting Tomlin go. If that makes
it
sense.
it definitely is. It definitely
So
is.
I think that helps. I do think Houston wins this football game though. I feel like they just a better team. They got better defense. They got
That,
better complementary offense.
it's not even close. The
Yeah,
defense is far
I
better.
think I think Houston wins this game. I didn't think honestly. I don't think it mattered who won the AFC North. I felt like Houston would beat that team based on how both them teams who was competing for that title that night have looked over the course of the season. So I'd have picked Houston regardless, even if it was Baltimore. But I think Houston wins that game. CJ came back. He found his groove again. He playing like he should have been playing from the start. So he got his rhythm back, even without them having all of their weapons. The defenses they fly around point blank. They take on the whole persona of their coach. We know how D'Amico Ryans is, how he be on the field. highly animated. That's how they play. They play for him. They play for each other. And I just think they've been rolling. They've been in playoff mode really for the last
I
month and a
mean,
half.
yeah, they're the team in the league right now. They won what, 9 straight?
Well,
Nah,
they
hey,
lost. They lost to the
Straight?
Colts. I think didn't they just lose to the
nah,
No,
Colts?
they won, they
they
won, they
beat the
won.
They won.
Colts.
They came back and won. Okay, well then yeah, so like 8 or 9. They've been in playoff mode for the last month and a half, 2 months for sure.
All
Yeah,
right,
they
So
now
like
no
they
team
they
beat them right now.
they
I'm
have
not gonna
to.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I get what you're saying, Mike, but I'm gonna tell you why I think the Steelers can pull it off. Because at the helm is one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
That's
I
fair,
watch.
but he can't do
No, no, no.
everything
Look,
he's
check it
supposed to
out. Check
do
it
though.
out. I watch a lot of the Texans games. D'Amico Ryans has an arrogance to him on when it comes to his defense because they're that talented. He doesn't believe in playing spies. He doesn't. If you watch their
Mhm.
defense, their corners and their safeties and their defensive backs and their pass rush is so good that he doesn't believe in playing spies. And if you watched against the Ravens, Aaron Rodgers broke a timely 20-yard run, which I didn't think Aaron Rodgers had 20 yards in him. I didn't think so, honestly.
Yeah, but
And
you look at
no,
that.
look, check it, bro. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook, bro. You blowing up the fire.
Burning the
Let me cook.
groceries,
Let me
bro.
cook. Now, with saying that Aaron Rodgers is one of the smartest quarterbacks of all time, I don't think he's gonna play into D'Amico Ryan's hands. And for what it's worth, if we're talking about the Steelers defense being shaky and inconsistent, right?
Old.
The Texans offense is some dog shit. It is terrible. It is terrible, bro. Their team is literally looking like somewhat of the 2000 Ravens, bro. Because that defense is that damn good, and the offense is just shell shock shitty, bro. It is terrible.
So
It
you
is,
trust the Steelers offense more than you trust the Texans offense? Because I
yes,
don't.
I do. I
I
really
don't.
do. I
And
really do.
they've literally given us no reason all year to trust them over the Texans offense.
I really do trust the Steelers
I
offense over the
understand
Texans
Aaron
offense.
Rodgers who Aaron Rodgers is, but I also look at the fact that the Ravens defense has been ass all year also. So he broke that run against the Ravens. He's not doing that shit against the Texans, bro.
Bro, I
Like
trust.
even if he has the room, their entire defense is young. The oldest nigga on their defense is like Daniil Hunter. He's like 28. Like you're not doing to the Texans defense what you did to the Ravens defense that's
No,
been
I'm not
ass
saying that
all
he'll
year.
necessarily break that. I'm saying Aaron Rodgers
Even
can exploit that. I trust him to exploit arrogance in D'Amico Ryan. He's not going to sit there and play into D'Amico Ryan's hand, bro. He's not.
he don't. I don't think he has a choice. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think like him being. He's one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. Period. Point blank. Definitely one of the smartest we've ever seen. I don't think he'll have a choice. Like they're gonna put Stingley on DK, and then that's it. He's done. What? Who else is beating who in a one-on-one matchup?
I
You
mean,
taking Firemouth to beat what?
Freiermuth is a
Firemouth
game.
beating Lassiter. Who
He's a
else? Like
game changer. Calvin Austin is
Calvin
nice.
Austin can't catch consistently. That's his problem.
Bro, he was cooking, bro. You said
Last
consistently. We
week,
don't know
so
what's gonna come.
he cooked every blue moon. So last week he cooked. This week he gonna be back to being Calvin Austin. Dog
We
shit.
gonna see. And honestly, I don't trust CJ Stroud. I don't.
I trust CJ Stroud in that offense more
You
than I
better not
trust
say
A
it. You
Rod
you
in that
shut
offense.
your ass up. Stop lying.
You
Shut up.
crazy as fuck. The Steelers don't have anybody other than fucking DK and Rogers.
Hey,
There is
T
no run
T
game. If the
T
tight
you
ends
T
aren't making heroic
T
catches, what's going on?
T. You trusting CJ
Stop, man.
Stroud, bro?
I said I trust CJ in that offense more than I trust A Rod in that offense. What are
I
you talking
don't.
about?
I don't.
Okay,
I
that's
don't.
fine. I
I
do.
don't. As on paper, as good as that shit look, bro, it is not.
He
It's
don't
been
even look good
surpassed.
on paper. Shit, they
It
ain't even
does.
got all their
CJ,
weapons.
bro, CJ, Nico, and them young receivers and Higgins and them tight ends and them backs been looking good this year. On
That's
paper, that
fine.
shit look good. Woody Marks is a baller. Nico Collins is for damn sure a baller. CJ Stroud, I don't know what the hell wrong with him. He wake up on the wrong side of the bed, decide to be a
Ain't
different
shit
shade of
wrong with
light
him
skin,
now. He
bro.
been fine since he came back from injury.
Man. Like I said, that shit starting to look like the 2000 Ravens, bro.
It ain't shit ever gonna be close to that.
We
Them niggas
gonna
was
see,
That what
man.
that shit
one
starting to look
touchdown a
like, bro.
game.
So,
Hell no.
so you taking the Steelers, Breeze?
Yeah, I like the Steelers to pull off the upset, man.
How's the
Okay.
upset when you hosting a fucking playoff game?
Because, bro, honestly, it could be an upset, bro.
That's not an upset. If you a
It
home
could be,
team
bro.
hosting a
Just
fucking
because you
playoff
hosting
game,
don't mean
you should win the
you're
game.
just
Nah,
because nobody expecting the Steelers to win, bro.
I think
You they everything you saying they are right now, it wouldn't be an upset.
Bro, the Steelers
You
gonna pull
got
off
one of
the
the best
upset.
quarterbacks ever. You got What?
At 1,000 years old, Mike. Stop acting like this
Nah,
Aaron
nah,
Rodgers in
don't.
his
You
prime,
didn't
bro.
just say all that shit before.
No,
Now
no,
say
no, no,
1,000
no,
years old.
no, bro. Cause what you
So
not
when
finna
I
do?
tell you I trust a younger player in CJ Stroud with offensive weapons, with better offensive weapons, you tell me I'm tripping. Now when I say it wouldn't be upset, now he's 1,000 years old. You can't
No,
have it
no,
both
no. Cause
ways.
when you say this is the best quarterback we ever saw, stop acting like this nigga in his heyday.
I didn't
Relax,
say that. What I said is he's
relax,
one of the greatest
relax,
quarterbacks
bro.
we've ever
Relax,
seen
bro.
play. I didn't say that right now. So stop it.
All
I'm
right,
not
so
talking right now. I said he's one
Steelers
of the
by a
greatest
field
we've
goal.
ever seen.
all right,
Steelers
so
by a field goal.
that's cool. I get it, man. I got Houston winning. I just think the defense is gonna be too much, bro. I'm not even gonna sit there and talk about the offensive difference, who I think would be better. I just simply think Houston defense is going to be. I think they're gonna be like Mike said. I think they're young, they're flying around the field, they're disciplined, they're not beating themselves, they're not giving up too many big plays. Aaron Rodgers at this point, I love Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, he's throwing the ball in under 1.2 seconds, man. He's not even pushing the ball downfield. So it's gonna be tough to beat a team like that. You're not even willing to challenge them. So I think Houston takes it, bro. And I do think they loses. I think Mike Tomlin is out of a job. I personally think he is done. But let's move off into the next matchup I want to speak on. This is an interesting one in my opinion. This to me, this is the most difficult game to call because I really just don't know what you're gonna get from Philly, and that's against the Niners. So with
Don't
that being
even let Mike talk. Don't even let Mike talk. Don't let him talk. No,
You
Mike
can
mute.
go first. Go
Don't
ahead,
say
go
nothing.
first, bro.
Mike
Nah, go
mute.
ahead, go first, bro. Go ahead, go first,
with
bro.
that being said, Breeze, what you got, bro?
Um, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. From what I've been seeing by these past couple of weeks and everything that's been going on, I don't trust Philly. I don't trust Philly at all. Everyone seems to, be harping on the fact that what they did to the Chiefs last year. People believe that Jalen Hurts is gonna come out and handle business and be this amazing, go on this amazing playoff run again. By the way the season been looking, bro, I don't think it's gonna happen because Kyle Shanahan and everything that they got going on over there. I forgot what's y'all DC coordinator, Robert Saleh.
Robert
I don't
Sala.
think Robert Saleh is gonna sit there and allow Jalen Hurts to carve him up. No one fears Saquon Barkley anymore. Um, you put that pressure on Jalen Hurts, he's either gonna scramble, try to get out of the pressure, or he's gonna throw a pick, bro. That's what it's looking like at this point. Um, I like the Niners. The Niners are playing with that wounded tiger mentality, bro. I think Philly got drunk off the Super Bowl Kool-Aid, and I guess they thought the rest of the league was gonna roll over for them. So I got the Niners winning by a field goal. I think it's gonna come down to a late field goal because I'm not gonna disrespect Philly and say they're gonna get smacked, but I don't trust Philly at this point in time, bro. I don't. So I'm taking the Niners by a field goal.
Okay. What you got, Mike? I know what you're gonna say, but what you got?
All right, man. It's like this, right? Niners gonna win the game, bro. Right now, realistically speaking, we have the better quarterback play. Christian McCaffrey is better than Saquon for sure.
For sure.
AJ Brown is okay.
Mm,
Smitty cool. Smitty
mm.
nice. Hold on, let me finish. Smitty nice. Kittle is more consistent than both of them niggas. Trent back. So that protection is going to help a lot. Because if Trent wasn't playing, I would definitely probably not be picking the Niners. To be honest, I think Trent being back is that much of a power shift because of the time it get Brock to dial up shit and carve motherfuckers up for real. I don't trust Philly's offense. I definitely don't trust Jalen Hurts. He's given us no reason to trust him this year. I don't know what the hell happened to bro over the summer, but it didn't work out. It ain't going well for him. Like Reed said, nobody fears Saquon anymore. There's nothing to fear for real. The offensive line is not getting that push, and even with the injuries we got up front, I'm still not worried about him gashing us or just running all over the defense. I'm not. Robert Sala is gonna send pressure. Jalen Hurts ain't finna be sitting back there with 20, 30 seconds to throw, running around, calling his girlfriend, making dinner plans and shit. He's not gonna have time to think. I think he's gonna get heated up fairly quickly. I think that it'll go back and forth. I do have us pulling away in the fourth, though. I think there's a turnover that occurs, whether it's a fumble or a pick by him late, that allows us to push the lead to 10. So I got it 31-21. Niners on the road.
Damn, nigga said 10. See, I was being nice. Nigga said 10.
I said it's three. Late pick in the game. We score close that whole out Christian McCaffrey 2-3 yard run or whatever after we done, march downfield methodically. Put that bitch to bed, man.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to disagree, man. I got Philly, bro, and the reason being is, for one, I think that the Saquon disrespect has to stop. I know he's having a down year. I know he's not the 2,000 yard runner he was last season. But let's not act as if the player has changed. The offense is just not good as what it was last season. A large portion of that is because the offensive line just hasn't been that good.
Can
And
I ask a quick question?
secondly,
My bad, T. I'm gonna let I just look. So I don't look at it as disrespect, and I'm gonna tell you why. Last year, when Christian McCaffrey was hurt, niggas told me before the season
no,
started he was washed, he was done.
you're right. You're right
So
about
I
that.
think to say Saquon is ass is fair. I don't think it's disrespect. I think it's fair. But go ahead.
But the only rebuttal I'm gonna say to that is, Mike, I personally felt it was disrespectful to CMC to say he wasn't even in those conversations anymore because
I agree.
man was just hurt. Like he can't play on a bad knee. It's just, it is what it is. But I said this to you before, Mike. We had this conversation before. I've always felt Saquon was slightly better than CMC. I felt like they've always been in that same tier with each other. Other people didn't believe that. I believe that. I'm
I
not
don't
saying that's
know
right.
why,
I ain't saying
bro.
that's wrong. I just believe they're the same tier running back. I just always believe that. So
Like I said,
I
the
don't look
run, the
at it.
route running and catching ability for me has always been what separates them and makes the gap bigger than what people would like to
Bro, and the
acknowledge.
vision, bro. Saquon can't see through the Atlantic Ocean.
Nah, hell no, no, Breeze, no. I'm not giving you that.
Bro,
No.
his vision
I'm
is terrible, bro.
not, you're not gonna tell me a dude has bad vision when he literally led the league in 40+ yard runs
Bro,
as a
his vision is
as a rookie with a bad offensive line. I'm sorry,
bro,
bro.
that vision is terrible,
You're
bro.
not
I'm sorry. I know that's your boy, but that vision is
no,
terrible, bro.
you're not telling me that, bro. You're not
Bro,
telling me.
that vision is terrible.
I
You
think
you can't
the route running, the
you can't
catching, and
lead the
CMC
league in
definitely has
40
better vision for sure.
yard runs multiple times in your season with bad vision, bro.
Bro.
That doesn't even make sense.
Bro, I swear to God,
It
bro.
may
When that
not be
line,
bad. It just ain't better than CMC.
when
It's
that
not.
line
No,
wasn't
you
opening
can
up
listen, Mike.
Atlantic Oceans,
You can say it's not better than Chris McCaffrey all you want to. That's fine.
when
Don't
that
That's
tell
what
me
I'm
it's
line,
saying.
bad.
But you've never seen like you're not lining Saquon up in the slot and having him run the route tree, bro. Like he can't do
He's
it.
done that. He's done that in New York. He's
He
done that with
can't.
Philly.
He wouldn't. He's that man's run 2 or 3 routes top. CMC can run the whole route tree, bro.
Bro, the
Like
thing
that's
is,
not something that just.
it's not a. I'm not saying, but the thing is, I'm not saying it's a strength. What I'm saying is he's capable of doing it. He may not be the receiver or slot receiver that he
Mm,
naturally. That's fine. But let me get back to my reasoning though. So my thing is, this is my biggest issue and why I'm going to pick Philly. My thing is, I don't know if they're going to consistently get this pressure that y'all believe they're going to get. The 49ers are bottom in the league when it comes in terms of sacks, and them injuries is not helping at all. Nick Bosa ain't about to walk through the door, so you're gonna have to find ways to consistently create pressure without pretty much making your secondary vulnerable to a guys like Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. Now, granted, not Jalen Brown. Jalen Hurts is going to have to make some throws and make some plays. No doubt about it. But the thing is, we've seen him in these moments, and I know it's cliche to say, and I know, it's not what we've seen from him this season, but we've seen when the Eagles have needed him the most and to be his best, more often than not, he's been that. So I know it's a lot to bank on, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to have more time than you all are giving the credit for right now, because I think the Eagles line has gotten slightly better with the injuries and the players coming back. And I also believe, I just think the defense for the Eagles have gotten a little better as well through the season. They're young. They was still learning the Vic Fangio scheme, and they've gotten a whole lot damn better, especially the secondary. So I think it's gonna be a little bit tough sledding for Purdy and the boys, but I think the Eagles win this one, man. I think they win by at least a field goal. But I think this is a close game to call. I do.
niggas trust Jake Elliott.
I mean, Jake Elliott has been a good kicker outside of the last month, so
Bro, no, he is
I
not,
think
bro.
he finds it. Throughout his career, he's been a good kicker. I said the last month he's been bad. He has been bad
He's been streaky, bro. Very inconsistent, bro.
throughout his whole career.
Yes, bro. He's been very inconsistent, bro.
No. He's been good, bro. Like I ain't saying he's the best kicker in the league, but he's
I'm
been
not either, bro. I'm just saying he's been very inconsistent, bro. Like he's been very, very inconsistent, bro.
Yeah, especially this season for sure. Jake Elliott's been bad.
who's going all the way this year. We picking playoffs wins now, bro. But all right. I mean, teach their own. You feel me? I think he's been solid. I mean, throughout his career, I think he's been pretty damn solid. But let's move off into the next game I want to speak on. I want to speak on this game I want to talk about. Jacksonville hosting Buffalo. Who y'all got, man?
Taking Superman. I'm taking Josh. We've seen Trevor in the playoffs. He gonna get you down 27, then try to fight back and win the game. They get down doing that shit he normally do in the playoffs to Buffalo. They're not coming back.
Okay. What you got, Breeze?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all already know how I'm rocking. Jacksonville K. Fuck the ops. Buffalo by 10,000.
Okay. Is that how you really feel, or you just
Nah,
picking?
that nah. All jokes aside, I'm not gonna lie. Josh Allen is in the playoffs an amazing performer, bro. But his defense got to come to, bro. His defense got to show up. They got to show up. They
Okay.
got to. Because I done seen games where the Buffalo Bills put up 38 and gave up 45. So they got to show up, bro. I think this whole playoff run is gonna be predicated on the defense showing up, bro. Honestly.
Okay.
And this is a make or and this in my eyes, this is a make or break year for Josh Allen because the road can't be any easier. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying road is in like these teams are trash, but you got Mahomes out the way, Lamar out the way, Joe Burrow out the way. So your competition is what? Probably Herbert, maybe Drake May, probably CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence. Like this is as easy as it's gonna get for you, honestly.
Okay. Before I get into what I want to say this, and I think y'all both know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna piggyback off what Breeze just said. If the Bears lose this game, I don't want to hear any excuses, gang. I don't want no one coming on here telling me how he got let down by whoever, the coaching ain't good enough, the defense. I don't want to hear no excuses, gang. I don't. Because the last 4 years, all niggas told me was the problem is he can't beat Patrick Mahomes. The problem is he can't get past Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow, for whatever reason, plays supernova against the Bills. Whatever excuse niggas are, because I've already seen them. Niggas have already made the excuses. I've literally been in podcasts. I've literally seen clips of people saying why the Bears are going to lose and no one should blame Josh Allen. I don't want to hear it, gang. If it don't happen this year with this path that's laid out in front of him, he's the most outside Aaron Rodgers, who at this point we all know is pretty much cooked. He's done. He's the by far the most experienced and most talented quarterback in the AFC playoffs right now. It's not even close. His offense is good enough to the point where he should win games. He has a rushing leader. He has a top offensive line in the league. He has a damn good tight end duo, I should say. Excuse me. The receiver room is nothing, you feel me, to brag about. No disrespect to them at all. But it's been working all season for what they've had gotten from them. So at this point, when you go into Jacksonville, a team that has not been there consistently and don't really know how to compete to sustain great play to win. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta see it from them, dog. If they go out there and lose, I'm not hearing the excuses, bro. I'm not. I'm just keeping the band with y'all now. I'm not hearing them.
Hey T, I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything you said was right, but giving up 41 sacks is not a great offensive line. They're great run blockers.
No, wait, whoa. Time out. This is why I said we gotta watch the games, bro. This is why I said we gotta watch the games.
No,
Because
they're great run blockers. No lie. They're great run blockers.
a lot of them sacks is because that nigga Josh Allen be holding on to the ball for 12 seconds trying to scramble in the backfield, make a play, and nothing be there, and he
Bro,
takes bad sacks.
I watch the games, bro. And
Exactly. So
sometimes they're revolving doors, bro. So to say they have a great
nah,
O-line is not.
they have a great O-line.
Nah,
It's
bro.
it's literally a top 5 ranked offensive line in the league.
And it's getting carried by run blocking, bro. Not pass
Bro,
protection.
no, you're not. No. I watch Josh Allen, bro. I see what this nigga do. Just like how the offensive line for the Bengals were bad, but they weren't historically bad as people
Get the
claim.
fuck.
Joe Burrow is the
T.
reason why a lot of these sacks happen. Just like how Josh Allen is the reason why a lot of these sacks happen. For the 40 sacks that the Bills gave up, at least 10 to 12 of them are Josh Allen's fault. At least
10 to 12 is crazy, but I hear
they
you.
are, bro.
I
Watch
get
the
what you're
nigga
saying, bro.
play. Watch
I get what
him.
you're saying, bro. But they're not a good pass blocking O line, bro.
Thank
Even
you,
They're
well, we
bro.
can
not.
take the
They're
sack. We
they're
can
a
take the
good
sacks
pass
out.
blocker offensive
Even
line.
if we take the sacks out, they're not a good pass blocking O line.
Okay.
They've got 2 out of 5 players on their O line that are good at pass blocking. Dawkins and then the right tackle Brown. The interior line are ass when it comes to pass blocking.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, 41 sacks, Mike.
10 to 12 of them holes on Josh. So that's what, 29, 30? Like that's still damn 2 a game. That's not okay either.
And not to
Bro,
mention, he got sacked 8 times against the Texans.
bro, listen.
Half of it was his. You know what I'm saying? He ran into them. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, come on, bro. See y'all joking and shit, bro.
No,
Watch that tape.
listen. We agree with you with the no excuses if he lose shit.
I
We with
watched
you on that part.
you know, but I'm saying,
We
bro,
just saying, bro.
don't sit here and say that 8 sacks. Oh, he ran into bro. He
I'm just
holds the ball.
saying, bro. According to your logic, you trying to say
He holds the ball too long, bro. He does.
You know
he
what?
has to make the play. That's the
But I'm
problem.
saying, no, Mike, no, bro, no. See, no. Because we just seen this shit. Who they played? I think it was the pay. No. Who was that they lost to? I can't fucking remember. Oh man, Philly. It was Philly. When they played Philly, he had Ty Johnson wide open in the flat for a 5-6 yard gain. He literally
Yeah, he missed
backtracked
them, just like
back.
he missed the 2-point conversion, though. That was his fault. He
I'm
missed the
not talking
throw.
about a 2-point conversion play. I'm talking
I
about
said
he
he
took
missed
the
it.
sack.
I agree. He missed the Ty Johnson throw. I said, and he also missed the 2-point conversion throw. That was his
And I'm
fault.
saying that happens more often than people are willing to admit for whatever reason. Listen, I think Josh Allen is amazing. I think he was the best quarterback in the league this past season in terms of what he's asked to do and what he accomplishes.
That's Justin Herbert.
What?
Justin Herbert
Is what?
has been given what he's been dealing with. It's way better than Josh Allen this year, bro. Dealing what he's been dealing with.
What's way better to you? What does that mean? Way better at what exactly?
I'm not. Nah. I'm not. Nah.
Joe Alt,
No, bro.
Rashawn Slater, gone. The line has been decimated. Terrible. The running backs have been hurt. Najee Harris blew out his Achilles.
Yeah.
What's the other running back name? Amari Hampton has been in and out, injuries.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert out there playing with broken hands, all this stuff. It's still cooking. With bro. Go look at his O line.
I'm not saying he ain't been balling. I just wish
he
he
ain't
was
look that good at last.
They're literally dead last in every statistical category on the offensive line, bro.
They're horrible. They are horrible. That's true.
I'm just saying, bro. You said Josh Allen for what he's been playing with. Nah, I got to get at the Justin Herbert, bro. He might go one and done in the playoffs, bro. But dealing with what he's been dealing with,
he is going to want it done in the playoffs. But
who are they playing?
The Patriots.
But let's get off.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. They're not beating the Patriots.
They should be winning them, but are we
They're
sure
not
about
beating the Patriots, bro.
I think it's gonna be a good game, bro.
Okay.
We're gonna see. But let's get off into it then since we talking about them. Go ahead. Who y'all got? Patriots or Chargers?
I'm rolling with the kid, man. Boy Wonder. Justin Herbert, man.
Oh my God.
I'm rolling with my boy. Only reason why?
Oh my God.
Boy Wonder, he said.
Only reason why I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, bro. Like 13-10, bro. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
You think that man about to go in and you know, okay. On the road, they gotta travel across the country. These niggas already banged up all across the offensive side of the ball. Yeah, the defense good. Thankfully. Because that's the reason why this game even going to be somewhat watchable, because the defense is good. But the tear that Drake May and that offense has been on of late, I mean, game, I think they scored, 28 plus points in the last 5 out of 6 games or something like that?
I mean, bro, all that sound good, bro. But I'm telling you, I'm rocking with Boy Wonder, man. I'm telling you, he going to get his first playoff win.
Against Mike Vrabel and that defense, we're going to see.
He going to ball, bro. He going to shine.
We're going to see. What you got?
I don't know, bro. I'm tempted to go Herbert too, bro, but I'm gonna go.
Oh my God,
Patriots, bro. I'm gonna go Patriots by a field goal, bro. I feel like it's gonna be a better game than you think.
I ain't saying they getting blowed out. They're just not winning. Well, I think you going in and out, Mike.
Yeah, Mike out there.
He probably disconnected from his Wi-Fi walking. But
Nah, that's it. I just said I'm going Patriots walk off field goal by 3.
yeah, I'm not saying it's a blowout by any means. I think it's gonna be competitive because, like I said, I think the Chargers defense is good. I think the Chargers are well coached. I think highly of Jim Harbaugh, so I don't think he's ever gonna be in a situation where he's just getting his team annihilated. So I don't think that's gonna happen. But I just think at this point, at this junction of the season, I think the Patriots are just the better team. I think Drake May has played at a level that a lot of quarterbacks have not played at to this point. I think they're getting Ramondre Stevenson has revived his career, in my personal opinion. He's looked damn good this last
Hell
month,
no.
months. Huh?
No. That nigga's been awful this shit, bro.
What? I
Nigga
said the
fumbling the
last
shit out the ball, bro.
I said the last month and a half, 2 months.
You
He's
can't
looked
revive a career in a month and a half when you
I
started
didn't
the
I
season
didn't say he
fumbling that bitch
revived his
away.
career. I said he's looked better. That's what I said.
Because that nigga, he definitely should have been on the bench a long time ago.
He's looked a lot better these last couple of weeks. Let me say that, especially these last couple of weeks. Trayvon Henderson has come in. He's given them a spark plug. He's been pretty damn good for them. Stephon Diggs, even though he wasn't really featured in my opinion as much as he could have been, he's been solid. They got Hunter Henry revitalizing his career, it seems. So they got some things working in their favor on the offensive side, but the defense is where I think the game is going to be won because listen, I think Gonzo is one of the best corners in the league. I've said I think he's top 3 personally. I think they have guys on the defensive line that can help get after the quarterback consistently. It's going to be a long day for Herbert because it's a revolving door over there. We were just talking about a revolving door. It's really one over there for real. Like Harold Landry, you got Milton Williams coming back. You got Chase on. You got guys like that. Mike Bar. I think they bar him or something like that. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, at the end of the day, they got some guys that can get out the quarterback, pressure the quarterback, and they got a pretty good secondary. So I'm expecting the Chargers not to be able to put up that many points. I just ultimately think it comes down to the Patriots as being able to outlast them. But I think there's going to be a battle between coaches, though, for sure, because to me, they're similar in their play calling and their schemes. But with that being said, let's go through the last game that we have not spoken about, and that's the Panthers and the Rams, man. So who y'all got taking that, man?
I ain't gonna
Which
lie to
version
you.
of your boy we getting?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
They could
Y'all,
get,
ain't-
they could
y'all
get
ain't gonna
whatever.
like this.
They still winning the game.
Y'all ain't gonna like this, but I'm gonna have to put my faith in Matt Stafford. Panthers by 10. I mean Rams by 10.
Okay, what you got, Mike?
Rams should win this game, honestly. I'm going to give dude the benefit of the doubt and assume he won't turn that bitch over 3 more
Dude,
times like he did.
crazy.
Hey,
Give
divisional
dude the
hate, man.
benefit.
You
Right,
gotta
like what do
respect it.
he want me
Divisional.
to call him? He want me to call him King Matthew the First and shit. Hell
Nah,
no,
I don't want
dude
you.
ass.
I don't want you to call
All
him
right,
anything.
so we know
It's,
what I'm talking about,
it's
right?
just how you
Okay,
talking. Like you talking like you
dude,
got real beef for real. Like you talking about I'm getting that dude.
dude ass. Dude ain't gonna throw 3 more picks in a game. I don't think. I don't think that'll happen to him twice. So he been playing. He been playing good football for the most part this year, except for a few stinkers or whatever it is. What it is. But I think the magnitude of it being one and done, uh, and them kind of also tailing off at the end of the year. Like they should. They was the 1 seed. Clearly, it looked like everybody been picking them as the number 1 team in the NFC or whatever the case is, and then they kind of fell off toward the end of the year and messed up a couple games. So I think he plays better. They should win this game by double digits, to be honest with you. But as long as he don't turn that ball over, it's definitely Rams by 10, like Breezo said.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much the easiest game to call. I think the Rams win this pretty comfortably. I'm not a believer in Bryce Young, man. Like I don't think Bryce Young is bad, but I don't think he's built for these moments. Playoff football is different, man. I
I
think
wish it had been the Bucks. That'd have been a better game, in my opinion.
I think I think the Panthers defense will play solid. I think they have a lot of good talent around them. I think J.C. Horn is underappreciated. I think Derek Brown is another underappreciated player in this league. You know, they got some talent over there, but they're gonna have. There's gonna be a long day when you try to guard 12 and 17. So we're gonna see how it go for them. But I got the Rams taking this. But with that being said, though, man, so we're gonna get off into our last segment of the day, man. So hey, we back with it. We got another keep 3, cut 5, man. Hey, we going 2000s. 2000s. Shooting guard edition, man. Hey, as some dogs in them shooting guard positions back then, man. We know what it is, you feel me? So, first name I got for y'all, see where y'all heads at. I got Tracy McGrady.
It's 2000. It's
2010.
2000 all the way up till now.
2000 all the way to 2010. 2000s.
Okay, so 2010, just that decade.
All right, like so, Mike. Look, we got to be strategic with this because we could
We
get
do,
Kobe.
bro. We gotta be on our.
Cause if we
Think about
talking
the
2000
shooting
to
guards.
2010, we gotta think Kobe.
Kobe,
we gotta
D
think Wade.
Mac.
Are you refer? I
That's
was gonna say, what if he said AI?
That's what. So is AI better than any of the three we just named? You got to think of it like that.
I mean, AI did take some shit farther than T-Mac, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, and I get that, but you know what, niggas, all that shit. What do we feel like Mac? We feel like AI is better than Mac. Do we?
I
feel
think
that?
we're gonna have to cut, bro, because we never supposed to keep the first one, bro. I think we're gonna have to cut.
I don't know, bro. Sometimes that be the setup, nigga. To think you think you're supposed to keep the first one. You should.
I think we supposed to cut. I know for a fact he putting Kobe on here, bro. He got to.
Oh, Kobe and Wade in here, so we know them two. We keep it for sure. All right, bet. Cut.
So we gonna cut T-Mac.
Okay, I'm cutting T-Mac. All right. Next name I got. Y'all named him. I got AI.
The answer, the icon, took him to.
So think about it. You got Ginobili still. You got Mike and Joe Johnson.
Mike.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro.
Mike, AI Ginobili.
I'm not saying they're better, bro. I'm just saying we only get to keep three.
We gonna keep. Let me drive the boat, bro. We gonna take AI.
Nah,
we gonna keep
bro.
AI.
All right, we'll keep him. You can drive, but I'm steering this motherfucker from the wing, bro.
So y'all keep it AI.
We keep it AI.
We'll keep AI since we cut
back. Okay. Next name I got, man. I got Ray Allen.
Cut.
See what I'm talking about, bro?
Cut. No, we gonna cut.
We could have kept, man.
We gonna cut, bro. Jesus Shuttleworth, my boy, but
Jesus Shuttleworth is better than AI, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
Heard what I said, bro.
What?
Y'all be looking at AI because of the cultural impact. He was inefficient and undersized, bro.
Hey, I'm a Celtics fan.
Well, Ray Allen. We ain't talking about Celtics Ray Allen. We talking about Milwaukee Bucks Ray Allen. Supersonic Ray Allen.
Cut.
That's
we could cut him. We can cut him,
but I stand by what I said.
We can cut him. Hey, what year Ray Allen was drafted? 95, 96, right?
They was all in the same draft.
No, I'm saying what year? 95, 96, right?
96. Him, Kobe, Nash, all 96. 96 draft.
So we talking 2000 to 2010. Keep in mind,
that's Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm just saying, Mike, just listen. We really looking at 2000 to 2007 because remember 07, 08, he was in Boston. So
he said 2000 to 2010, bro.
But look, think about it. The AI you speak, the Ray Allen you speaking on is Milwaukee and Supersonics. So that's 2000, like 2007.
You gotta continue. So I get it. Hey,
all right, man.
We're gonna cut Ray Allen. We're gonna cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Next name I got, man. I got Manu Ginobili.
Easy cut.
Okay.
Cut.
All right. Okay.
We gonna cut. I got to rock with my boy, man. We gonna cut.
All right. Next name I got Dwayne Wade.
Keep.
Easy. Flash. Keep.
All right. Okay. So next name I got Vince Carter.
Cut. Nah, nigga, cut. Ain't
how many we got left?
Here.
You got one.
We got one left.
Kobe, bro. You said Kobe.
Do you think it's gonna be Kobe?
Nigga, that's why we should have kept Ray Allen, but it's too late now. Cut Vince.
I'm just
he cut.
Now watch he say some fucking Monte Ellis.
And it's gonna be your damn fault, nigga. So it's cut. You said let you drive the boat, I'll let you drive this motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
All right, we
Go
gonna we
ahead,
gonna
T.
cut. We gonna cut.
All right,
It's
so
gonna
y'all
be Joe
cut.
Johnson or some bullshit.
You know what? My fact. My bad. I got two. I got one. I got.
Yeah, cut.
Okay.
All right. So next name, man. We got Josh Johnson.
Yeah. Who?
Who?
Joe
Joe Johnson.
Johnson?
Joe Johnson. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm about to
Yeah.
say Josh Johnson. No, that nigga play for the Commanders right now.
My
This
bad.
thing stupid,
It
bro.
was a typo on my shit. My bad. Joe
Nah,
Johnson.
you good.
All right, so we cut. We gonna cut. We gonna cut. Now we hoping for Kobe.
All right. All right. So look, man. Hey, so in this keep three, cut five. You feel me? Y'all kept D Wade. Y'all kept AI. Y'all cut Tracy McGrady.
Mm.
Y'all cut Vince Carter.
Mm.
Y'all cut Ray Allen.
Mm.
Y'all cut Manu Ginobili.
Mm.
And y'all cut Joe Johnson. So the last one, y'all gotta keep. It is the Mamba himself, Kobe Bean.
What I told you? What I
Bet.
told you? What
I
I
It's,
told
told you,
you?
nigga, we agreed on the three. Niggas talking about just.
Look, we cook, man.
Yeah,
We
it's all
cook.
right. I still would have kept Ray over AI.
Nah, hell nah.
Hell yeah.
ain't last, but it's crazy. But
It
hey,
ain't fucking crazy.
it's not. I'm not mad at the opinion. I get what you're saying. It's just you don't hear that every day, bro.
No, because niggas just automatically go with AI because of the culture and all that. He made niggas do rag, this and that. I get all that. We talking about straight hooping? I'm taking, the nigga name was Jesus, bro. What else do I need to say?
Hey man, that'll
Come
be
on,
it.
man.
So man, hey, I appreciate those who tuned in, man. We had a couple come through, man. Hey, listen, if you're not doing so already, be sure to hit like, subscribe on the YouTube channel. I'm on every platform, Last Word Productions, man, to handle across the board, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok. Just look this name up 9 or 10 times I'm there. So before we head out, man, y'all boys, anything I want to add?
Nah, man, make sure y'all stay tuned, tap in. We growing, we getting better. Y'all appreciate y'all for joining in, tapping with us, man. You feel me? It's all love on this end. Let's go Colts. Let's go Celtics.
Bang, bang, Niner gang. You feel me? Let's get to it, man.
All right,
Hitchens down, man.
all right, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, my boy.